Hi, I'm Anne-Marie Lockmeyer. You know, if you've experienced an excruciating loss, you're not the same person you were. We tend to long for those things that we can no longer have, or doing the things that we may have had joy before doing, we're not able to do because maybe they were things that we did just with our loved ones. It can be a time of confusion and doubt about our future and who we are, and we wonder, will we ever be happy again? So I'd like to take a couple minutes to just give you a little bit of encouragement to take that bold step of trying to find a couple of new things to bring you some bright spots in the midst of this journey of grief. For me, there were two very unexpected things I discovered that brightened my heart after my husband died. Paris, France, and 80s rock concerts. I can't explain why these were the two things that ended up touching my heart, but they were. I took a trip to Paris. I was very fortunate. It was a gift for me, and something came alive in my soul when I got to this city. I can't explain it. It was just a place that touched my soul. It was not a place that I went to with my husband. This was a place of fresh new memories for me at a different point in my life. And what's been especially nice about the way I feel about Paris is that when I plan a trip here, I can enjoy the anticipation for 5 months prior to the trip. And that's what I'm hoping you'll be able to find, something that can give you that anticipation. And then you have the experience, and then you have the memories. Now you may be saying, well, that's great, Anne-Marie, but I can't afford a trip to Paris and I can't get away. That's okay. I am able to come pretty cheaply because I'm quite a bargain shopper, but it wouldn't even necessarily have the same impact on you. But even locally, you can have that same kind of experience. What place near you brings you refreshment? Think about it. Try some places out. Maybe it's an art museum. Maybe it's the beach. I live next to Disneyland. Maybe it'd be a Disneyland pass. You don't know. For me, I also had no idea how much I would enjoy rock concerts. I just went to one with a friend and ended up having a great time. I was dancing to the 80s music, singing the songs that reminded me about growing up. But that temporary time of being really happy in the midst of being sad a lot was so good for me. So now I try to get to 2 or 3 concerts a year to have that same experience. I'm a little crazy, but it's worth it, and I can just kind of forget about things and have fun for a time. So what activity could do that for you? What is something that you could have to look forward to? And it doesn't cover the grieving process, but it does just give us some moments of refreshment, maybe to soothe our souls. Sometimes we can feel like if we're having a good time, we're betraying our loved ones, but it really couldn't be further from the truth. I can't think of a better gift we could give them than for us to have a little pleasure and happiness. And I know sometimes we think, well, if people see me happy, then they're going to think I'm not grieving anymore. That's not the case, and don't worry about that. Okay? So what could you try that's different? Check out something like meetup.com. There's all sorts of places that have groups, hiking groups, a travel group, a book group. Maybe you'd like to learn a new language or start a vegetable garden. What subject would you like to learn? Take up ballroom dancing maybe? Visit your children or relatives or grandchildren who live far away? Maybe an old friend from long ago? You could volunteer somewhere or do something with animals, hold babies in hospitals. It can be hard to take that step, but the rewards are worth it because we're not the same people that we used to be. Our lives are not the same, but they can still be good eventually, and they can be very good. And this is one of the ways of heading us in that direction. There are times when I'm in Paris where I'm so excited to be here and I'm like a little girl, but there are also times when I miss my husband. And I wish you could experience this too. I see people holding hands and kissing, and I don't have that. And as these feelings of sadness and joy come up, experience them. They're part of who we are, and it's okay to be happy one second and sad the next. Happy can come again. So what could you do to give you some life and a skip in your step? What could cause you hope and excitement just in the anticipation? Think about it. It's so easy for us to get stuck. Hang in there. You're doing great. And remember, pain is real, but so is hope. So is hope. And you are not alone. And you matter. Thanks for listening. For more information, please check out my website, griefandtraumahealing.com. Have a great day.